I've owned over 2,000 pieces of real estate in my life. I've got several $100 million worth of real estate today. One thing I know for sure is if you tell me the renters are going to pay the payments for you, that tells me you've never managed rental property. That tells me you've never done it. That's 100%. You are a novice at best, an idiot at worst.
All right. So that statement is just flat out false. Dave Ramsey says renters don't pay your payments for you, but entire sectors of the real estate industry are literally built on this exact premise. Take DSCR loans, debt service coverage ratio. The whole concept assumes that the rents coming in will cover the mortgage payment after expenses. That's the math. Income minus expenses compared to your mortgage. And lenders require you to hit certain ratios, 1.25, 1.4. It varies by market and lender and loan type, but that means you have to be 25% or 40% above what your loan mortgage payment would be. So when Dave says renters don't pay your mortgage, no, that's just wrong. And he's dismissing the entire real estate investing industry with that comment. Now, look, I get it. Dave Ramsey is all about no debt ever, but in real estate, certain kinds of debt are tools. They're leverage. They can help you create value and scale your portfolio. And I respect Dave's advice helps 95% of the people out there, but does not align with how entrepreneurs and real estate investors grow.
And I mean, that's the truth, because anybody who's ever had a renter or been a renter, and I have both, I've been a renter too, it knows that sometimes renters don't pay. Sometimes there's cancer. Sometimes there's car wrecks and job loss. Sometimes there's a pandemic. Sometimes ...
That is true. Sometimes you don't have, or sometimes you have renters who don't pay. And if you have one single family home that you're renting out and your resident or your renter doesn't pay, yes, you're on the hook for the entire payment. But when you start scaling and you get 10 single family homes or you get a multifamily complex or something, then that risk is spread out amongst all of them. And so you have one renter not paying, your other 9 should be able to cover that. And Dave mentions he had 2,000 units. At that level, it's normal to have 200 to 400 non-rent paying units, and you'd still be fine. That's where break-even occupancy comes in. This is the occupancy level where your property can still cover your mortgage, your taxes, insurance, and all your operating expenses. In my course, I teach my students how to underwrite for the bad stuff. We don't assume everything's all fun and games or roses. So, I mean, I teach them to predict this ahead of time, and then I help them determine if the investment is worth moving forward or not. So Dave's blanket statement saying just doesn't reflect how real estate actually works. That's just flat out.
It's, as if there's a perfect stream of every month the rent is going to come on time or early and you can pay your stupid little payment. And that's the most ridiculous assumption, which indicates a lack of experience or knowledge of how rental property really works.
So if you want to run real numbers and you want to learn how underwriting actually protects you, you can check out ironcladunderwriting.com and drop your thoughts and comments in the comments, and I'll respond to them. Thanks for watching.